star. You can streak if you want. I mean, we just introduce you to him. If you want to take your clothes off and streak in front of the WWF star, that's taking your own life in your own hands, and that's completely up to you.
Well, it might be a little bit more
form.
apropos if you paint your body. You might look a little bit sexier and more presentable. Our next guest, guess what? That's what he does as part of his living. His name is Martin Armand, and he's going to be telling us about body painting. Martin, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Great,
Martin,
thank you.
How does a man study to become a body painter? How did this whole thing get started?
I have no idea.
You lived it, man! How did you start doing this?
The airbrushing it is part of the film industry for application of makeup. And the requirement for doing on the film set, I started to learn about it. And then the best practice was something which it's much easier and more flexible, because on the film set the actor moves.
Right.
And all the difficulties comes with a live body. So I started to practice, and then I saw the reaction of people.
And you got very, very good at it. We have a beautiful model named Georgia who's in our studio right now, who you've been working on this morning. Can you tell us about the design that you've decided to do on Georgia while we look at it?
It's just something happened this morning, like because of the snow we had this weekend and everything, and I had some animal in my any of the beasts, so I decided to do the snow tiger, which are trees which is full of snow. So basically I got inspired with the snow we had in Vancouver.
And this took you about 2 hours to do this?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty
much is approximate, I can say 2 hours, but that's because we had a little bit of difficulty in the washroom.
We're having technical difficulties here everywhere.
We try to make things difficult for all our guests.
But it's beautiful.
And this has become like a series, and not just a full-time thing, but you've become one of the top people on film sets. You're one of the first that people call and stuff. What kind of stuff do they ask you to do? Do they ask you to do things like this, where they're doing body paint, or is it trying to transform someone into something else?
Yeah, it's from very simple tattoo, which I just recently I worked on a small wheel, which I was all the day I was doing tattoo on people, which is airbrush application. And then I do stuff on let's say Andromeda or Dark Angel. Like in Dark Angel we did like a major body painting, which she's supposed to be dead.
Yeah.
But she comes out of the body, so her shade was two shades darker than mine. We had to do that. It took about 7.5 hours.
Now, to achieve a look that somebody is, you know, everything has a connection today, a cadaver like William B. Davis was talking about, is that the kind of thing that you'll do? Because tattoos, obviously, that makes sense because they have to look real, but how do you make somebody look like they're dead?
It's just playing with the color.
Yeah.
Everything is just illustration with the color. Let's say what we did on Georgia or other animals I've done. I use the shape of the body and then transfer it to something else. Well, that's basically how it works.
I was going to say, and when you're doing stuff like you did on Georgia, I mean, you must have to take into account the way her body is shaped and all those other things, which also must make it, as an artist, really satisfying, because every person, of course, has a different shape, so you get to see a different thing and do something.
Exactly. I have done at least about 100 women.
Wow.
I can say. I don't know how many designed, but
it's an even tougher aspect of the job.
Yeah, I can't even count anymore, because some of the models they have done a couple of times, including Georgia.
Yeah.
She's been very good.
Now, when you're not working on a film set or you know, something for the movies or that sort of thing, do people just get this done for a night out on the town? Is it?
Yeah, actually, I had a request a couple of days ago. There is a bridal party. A bride wants to get painted.
Like her body painted?
She wants to, the whole costume she wants to get painted.
You go, girl.
I just have to stop and point out the fact that what you just saw right there, that was actually we'll come back to it.
We'll come back to it.
Always at the bad time.
Now, speaking of bridal makeup and that sort of, tell us about this one. Well, there it is.
This is a kiwi, half of orange and cherry, or a strawberry, something like that. I use
and this is on a body?
A back of the body.
That's back of the body. So that's a bum. Okay, I didn't see that.
Okay.
Okay, that's a bum.
And this is a series, actually. It's about 6, 7 of them. Each of them, one of them is a V8 from the bottle of V8. All the fruits and vegetables I use that. There are a series of animals, series of instruments.
Now, you must look at the human body differently, Martin. Do you look at
this is actually, sorry, this is a strawberry bum or strawberry butt.
Strawberry butt.
Strawberry bum, but do you look at the human body differently now? Do you look at a woman's shape and just think, wow, what a great canvas?
I kind of admire it. Like, you see that...
There's the nice grapes, lady.